Hello, everybody. I am the Niagara Region Rail fan. In today's video, we are once again hitting the roads as we check out Vamos Transit Bus Simulator's new Summer Greetings update. So let's get right into it. The Vamos Transit Summer Greetings update is a pretty decent update, featuring 3 new buses, a new route, and even some minor route adjustments. Without further ado, we'll start on Caledonia Transit to check out the changes there. To start off, we will take a quick look at the 2010 Novabus LFSA. Now, a quick note, I do not own the Articulated Bus Game Pass, so I'm not able to drive the bus. But I will insert some screenshots I took of the bus so you can get an idea of what the 2010 Novabus LFSA looks like. The 2010 Novabus LFSA is the newest addition to the Caledonia Transit Articulated Fleet and is the third articulated bus in the game, with the other 2 Arctics previously added being the 2013 New Flyer XD60 and the 2022 XDE60, also from New Flyer. This 2010 Nova LFSA has some similar features to the previously viewed 2006 Nova from Cayuga, such as the sounds, which can't show you because I don't own the Arctic bus here. Most notably, it features a rear window, although this rear window is a tad bit bigger due to the location of the engine, with the 2010 having a low engine and the 06 having the side engine. Of course, the most notable thing about this bus is the fact that it's an articulated bus. This is the first Arctic Nova to be added into the game. The most notable feature on this bus is that the front door is split differently instead of half and half. This one is split with the main portion covering 3/4 of the entrance, and the other one being a small door covering the remaining quarter. This is a cool and unique feature to this 2010 Nova Arctic. The main door, which covers the 3/4 of the entrance, is open using the standard M keybind, while the smaller quarter door is open using the comma key on your keyboard. The rear doors open the same as on other normal and articulated buses in-game. This bus features a pretty standard interior like on most other Caledonia Transit buses. And for the rest of the outside, it's pretty standard with the bus featuring the regular Caledonia Transit paint. As stated in the last Vamos Transit video, I am a fan of the Nova bus, and the 2010 LFSA makes another great addition to the Caledonia Transit fleet. Now, with that out of the way, let's take a quick look at something that was recently added to the game. Although not added in this update, I still thought I would touch on the new Express variant of the 2005 New Flyer D40 LF. Here is the Express variant of the New Flyer 2005 D40 LF. This bus has had upgraded features such as a brand new or an upgraded display for destinations, outward swinging rear doors, an upgraded interior with LED lighting and boards, along with a rear J-Pass reader for better boarding and much more. This bus is free and it can be found under the options for the 05 D40LF in the spawn menu. Overall, I think this bus makes another good addition to the Caledonia Express fleet and gives those that like doing express routes another good option for them to drive. With that out of the way, let's move on to the other Caledonia Transit additions added in the Summer Greetings update. We are not quite done with Novabus yet, as this update also saw the addition of the 1998 Novabus RTS 06WFD. Let's spawn it in and take a quick look. Here we are with the Novabus RTS. As you can see, this bus has quite a neat design, almost looking like a fishbowl, although that honor goes to the GM New Looks. Some of the features include the neat design that you're looking at, along with some nice, interesting shaped front door with some nice animation to it. This one also features the outdoor swinging rear doors. As you can see, this bus is not wheelchair accessible, as it doesn't as it has steps to get up into the bus. The bus can still kneel though, and trying to put out a ramp does nothing. We'll close up these doors and we'll turn on the electronics. As you can see, it has the green scrolling signs on it. And as for the interior, it looks quite nice with a mix of longitudinal and regular seating. And it is a very neat bus. So let's start it up. We'll put our gear and do a quick jaunt over to the 12 bay, check out the sounds. Overall, I think the Novabus RTS is another great addition to the Caledonia Transit fleet. It adds yet another classic bus to the game. And with that out of the way, we'll do a quick jaunt over to Sherwood Center to check out a minor route change. Caledonia Transit Route 24 Ridgeway has had some minor changes. The route, which runs from Trinity Commons to here at Sherwood Center, has had a short extension, which has brought the terminus of the route to Timberley Loop, where the N4 night bus terminates. Here is a quick time lapse from Sherwood to the new terminus at Timberley. And here we are at Timberley, the new terminus of Route 24 Ridgeway. This is a rather short extension of the route, but it does add a little bit of extra length that the route previously lacked when it only ran between Trinity and Sherwood. In the future, this route will also be extended to Amberfield Terminal. With the Caledonia stuff out of the way, let's move on to the changes made to Vamos Transit. Vamos Transit has had a new bus added to its fleet, with the addition of the 1991 New Flyer D40S. The biggest feature of this bus is the addition of a roll sign destination board. This is a first of its kind to the game and gives drivers lots of flexibility for putting destinations up and doing custom routes. As you can see, the animations are very smooth, and you can even go very fast, and everything works real nicely. As for the bus itself, it features the older style livery based based on the old Go Transit Fade livery on their buses, and Vamos has put a nice rendition of it. This is a non-accessible bus, with it having to be the inside being reached by stairs. The door opens nicely and the kneel is good, and the rear of the bus is pretty standard. The seats are nice and green and are too wide. Let's start up the bus and do a quick sound demo. We'll do a quick drive to the front of the depot to listen to the sounds. I quite like this bus, and I think it makes a lovely addition to the Vamos Transit fleet. We have one last thing to take a look at for this update, so I'm gonna head on down to Trinity Commons so we can take a look at Vamos Transit's new route. The last thing to take a look at in this update is the new Route 56 on Vamos. This route currently runs between Trinity Commons and Cayuga Terminal with a couple of stops in between. This is also the first route on Vamos Transit to utilize the highway in-game, as this route uses Highway 417 for the majority of the trip. So let's get started with a time lapse doing the full route, and I will list any major stations that we stop at in text at the bottom of the screen. We have arrived at Cayuga. To end off the segment, I would like to give some of my thought about Route 56. I think Route 56 is a great addition to Vamos Transit, which includes some nice scenery and great stops to transfer with other routes. And this route also gives riders a second travel option out of Cayuga along with Route 22 on Vamos. This route is a tad lengthy, but that is mostly due to the length of travel down Ontario between Highway 417 and Finnell Avenue in Cayuga. And if it's already this long, just wait until this route also gets extended to Amberfield. Anyway, that's all we got in this update. Overall, I think the Vamos Transit Summer Greetings update is a good quality update with lots of cool new features that bring some more great buses and route options for players to use. That is all for this video. As always, thank you for watching and I hope you enjoyed the video. And until next time, this is the Niagara Region Railfan signing off.